Going girls in every age. These things ring.
We've been filming for 6. Can you concede? You look better. I'm gonna take mine off too. So, why in your entire life, everything we're doing here is you just choosing what?
Hi guys, we are just about to get started. I hope that you are all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, I want that game so much. Actually, let me click on that and add that to my wish list. Oh, it's already on my wish list. I think I already have Slime Rancher 2. I think so. Hi guys, how's everyone doing today? Let's check, see if we do have gonna work for me. There we go. Alright, so what happened was last time we left, we was attempting to fight Lace. So we are going to continue to try to fight Lace. I actually came up with a couple of new strategies between streams because I realized that some of the items are actually pretty decent. Ow! We weren't doing too bad. But we do need some more of those. I wonder if there's anywhere where I can get more of those. Ah, shit, I didn't know I'd get all the ones that I needed. Oh well. Oof. 50. Let's try it again. We're going to make it through it this time. We are going to beat Lace this time. here in a few minutes I'm going to have to go and grind some of those things. Shit. Oh! I have enough for one more set. That's it. Just one. Ah. 51. There we go. Hold up. Why is my mouse phone up there? Seems a bit odd.
Yeah, I'm just confused how what you're even talking about. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so it's pure politics and she kicked you out.
So I told her that she was so close-minded that it's disgusting because of what she said.
Oh, dang.
Why would you attack the person that's giving you over their head? Just go in your own, just like, she doesn't
Ah,
like your position, that's fine. Separate. We have to separate, guys. Look, you can't always not being bad all the time.
And she just kept saying why, right? And then when I told her,
Everyone has to be called ignorant, close-minded, though. She means this.
she said, because I mentioned to her that my boyfriend was going to move in within the next few months. This was back in like February.
Boyfriend chance?
No.
Why, if we're playing it diplomatically and you were just throwing
No. I was shut. But then she started
Great, okay, so she kicked you.
you know what? Pack your bags and leave now.
There we go.
I do call it trans nephew. I do call it trans nephew. And Emily. You'll be ignorant. You'll be moments in this chance history. You know, I've been working on building all these educational tools and budgeting out all this basic stuff this past year, because that's where my passion is. We finally did it, and now we put it all into one program called Dollar Wise Central. You get the premium version on budgeting app. You get the cookbook mailed to you inside by me. You get to learn about debt, investing, budgeting, real estate, basic beginner stuff, and financial.
Yeah, she cut me out. And then the next day she tried to text me, saying, apologizing and saying that I could come back.
Well, there we go.
I didn't want to go back. Because she said
You both said hurtful things to each other.
Just need like 23 more or so.
She was doing things.
I know, but she
Come on, you both find different things. We're all individuals in this. We find different things.
I love your boyfriend because you're not anything.
She was a child. I'm not saying
8 more? 6 more? 6 more. I've almost died a couple of times. There we go. $544 plus whatever umpteen amount is in my cocoon. Really? That could have ended badly. If I just keep going back and forth, I'll just keep getting more and more rosaries and also keep getting more and more. There we go. I only need like 30 more. Actually, like 23 more. There we go. Not doing too bad. Just 10 more. There we go. $448. Not bad. I don't want to do that just yet. I only have one of those. I wonder if there's a way to upgrade this. Let's head over to Greymore and collect those. Actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, let's head over to Greymore. So let's head over to the Grand Beltway. Well, shit. Oh, yay. Okay. So it's from the birds. There we go. So I've got almost all of those. Turn it into one fragment to Bellheart's wish wall. So I can go back to Bellheart. Halfway home in Greymore. Whoa, what was that? Ow. Halfway home.
There's a hole?
Miofene?
It's over.
Crawlbug clearing.
Hello.
Tamioyan?
Crafting kit. Crafting kit?
Jazz hands. So, we got a monster, and we DoorDash combats, which again, we said we did not do. Ever.
I never said I never did.
Kind of what you're at least suggesting through your language. Replay it, throw it in. Not as expensive as DoorDash, whatever.
DoorDash. I'll be like, go pick something up.
It's not as expensive as that. Come on, that's what it at least sounded like with your words you were saying.
Because you made it sound like I only did DoorDash. In a shape that serves voice. Milking is portion club. Bars with Mario. Not portion.
Alright, there is... Head back this way. Oh. Bellheart now.
There's no such
Turn in.
funny, then you were just keeping that side.
One fragment deposited.
Overcompensating by not getting enough sleep and not
Awesome.
It's not that I don't get enough sleep. I just don't sleep good.
I'm sorry.
Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and donate. Because that'll still keep me above 1,000 rosaries. Alright, so...
Okay, interest, yeah, $82. Yeah, 29%, great. Okay, we got a venture one card. Okay, let's go down with this.
Search for
Our probably also got a cover award, or is there a little more information?
Lower Greymore. Greymore.
It's okay, don't watch, but the fact that you just don't know, I'm a little concerned. I'm talking me. It's okay if you don't watch it, that's fine. I'm not gonna get into that specific. It's the top.
There you are. Where am I headed?
They still do conventions.
That we go over a limit for? Oh my goodness. We love close to become wizards to supernatural conventions to be maxed out on every card.
am I supposed to make it up there?
Recently, I made like a bigger payment, like on that payment. So like,
I didn't even see that little mouse. Alright guys, I will be right back. Give me just a few minutes. Hi guys, I'm back.
The Cherry Bag. Shop now at CoachOutlet.com.
Alright, let's go get back into the game. Before we do, look who I got. I got a Cheeto. Cheeto is very unamused. But I love him. I love my Cheeto. He is such a precious big boy.
That one
Alright,
may have been
so
for
what is next?
a purchase.
Wow!
Obviously.
Whoa! That took us 30 seconds
I
to
think
really
I'm going to go back to Sherwood.
Really insightful.
Actually,
I was trying to
before I
remember the
do,
exact purchase.
I can't even think of another interview
what
show we should get her on.
were-
Let's get her on Jimmy Kimmel.
I think I'm gonna do this one.
Maybe Amazon. Even though I have an Amazon.
You didn't even purchase, dude. You didn't even purchase. It's pretty close to max out, but you didn't even purchase. Okay? You made your minimum today was $25 and that was it. The $6.31 of interest accrued. We made it to a firm. At a 36% interest rate.
Actually, let's head over to Sherwood.
Ooh, too many fast facts this weekend. That is not making fun of your weight, that is the amount of paperwork. I guess by saying that wasn't making fun of your weight. I called attention to it, so
Even if you were, it's okay.
I know. I wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't already allowed. I don't just make fun of people without their permission.
Let's go this way.
$447.50 is out on here.
That is for concert tickets.
Tough. The fat eye penis. I'm gonna kill myself.
Take a wild guess. Just guess.
Get me on Kill Tony.
No.
That practicing is what did I do? I'm literally construct the noose, every noose ever right now. I need to just
You really are trying to make fun of my weight.
Huh?
You said the fat eye peas.
Oh, you're going back to that? I was
In
thinking for
fact-
myself though. How horrendous that was.
Okay.
Like it wasn't even bad enough to get a smirk from anyone in the room. You know how a joke can be so bad that it gets a smirk? Not even that.
So that's I'm going to see 21 Pilots in October.
What they've been up to? This 2015. They're done.
Honest, like Tyler said after this is where they don't know.
Who's Tyler?
One of the guys.
Is that your boyfriend?
One of the guys.
You just name dropped me.
I don't know. You said 2015, so I thought you knew who they were.
I know who they are. I thought you knew their surnames.
I thought you knew their names because you knew
No.
that they were popular in 2015.
I know a lot of bands. I don't know their names.
Why not?
But I care.
Tyler is the lead singer. And then,
I know Tyler. The creator's name is Tyler.
well, the singer's name is Tyler too. But he said they don't know when they'll be touring.
I don't
Well, that's because they
actually
heavily fallen off.
know where I'm at right now.
They're not having fallen off. Don't even play with me.
Dude, I like their music. See?
Have you listened to them?
Nobody has.
I have.
I guess you make up for at least 3 people. So that's helping them get there.
But I was supposed to be going with a friend and her husband, but that's not happening anymore.
So what? I don't care. Great. So you purchase something for it's barely not even happening anymore. You go to
I think I need to go up there.
Hey, what's your minimum monthly payment on this?
40. She's
Well, this
still,
will be paid off in when you're
she's still paying me for her and her husband's house because she went behind my back and bought concert tickets for a different concert that same day in a different state. A K-pop group.
Now that seems valid.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but at least people listen to them.
You don't even know. I don't even know.
But K-pop's huge right now.
K-pop is vintage.
Exactly.
We just
Guess who's not? Guess who is?
We
I'm
just
sorry.
Okay, so I got that one. Ow!
Okay, $36.81. At 36% interest rate, what is
This is
this?
probably Shein
It was Shein. Wonderful.
for my two boo boos.
Shein?
They're all scented.
What do you want me to check you off? What do we...
I don't have that for you to do that.
We can still call it that.
So I'm still in shock
But
with.
it's...
I can't get them off Pop Mart.
You shouldn't get them.
I wanted
Oh
them.
my! Within the last year, she has affirmed $700 of
Okay,
Labubu.
so that's where that.
Great. Well, we're
When
paying
was that?
36% interest on Labubu, making multi-billionaire, even more multi. Wonderful. And that ad's already going. So,
It's not really. They're so really hard to
dude,
get.
oh my gosh, just like 21 Pilots. Come on. It's like you're not recognizing the trend. They're not as relevant as they were a few months ago.
First of all, quit coming for 21 Pilots. They didn't do
I
anything
liked
to
the
you.
music 10 years ago.
Exactly. You might. I don't know what you listen to.
Sabrina. So Chime, and I like Chime. I mean, they're the highest savings account that we market, and I'm okay again with like pay advance stuff. There are way to finesse it. You and people on the show do not, and it is anti-you. Now, hopefully, you're not even using that. You didn't. Okay, good.
I used to. You something that like already like my
Yeah, you just well, you get your check early, but yeah, this is.
yeah, I've done it.
Well, okay, so nothing really happens in this account. Okay. Now, Experian. Goodyear Tire.
Yes. I look at your
Oh, I have definitely gotten better at pogoing.
Screenshot.
Of your Experian.
No. I'll look at your card.
Okay, well, I don't know. It's
So much better.
Or it's $1,125 with the 25 or the limits. Great. But what's your minimum payment? 40, right?
I don't want to go across. I don't want to go down. Oh. Whoop.
You struggle to breathe?
No, I don't know my interest rate.
Okay, what's your minimum payment on that? Boo-boo.
Boo-boo? I think like 11 or 12.
Okay, Best Egg. It's not new egg. I don't know what Best Egg
What is
What's Best
this?
Egg?
That's
Oh, it's a shard bundle.
Good for oh no! Yes, it totally is. $3,382.50. What? For what?
That was also for the Supernatural Convention.
Alright, where am I at? I'm at Bellheart right now. Whoa.
Almost for 5,000. Did it all go towards like 1,000? Towards Shrek.
Ah.
That clearly worked so well. Now shift your behavior for food and consolidate your debt. You will end up with double the debt
I've learned
because they rank it back up. Here, up again, and this is another prime example.
that the hard way.
Wait. What did you do yesterday with this loan?
Oh, please let this be my last silver bell.
What did you do?
How many silver bells do I actually need? I need 8 silver bells. I have 6.
No, because when I got in my car accident in August, I was out of work for a few days.
This was told to go in the green room right before filming this.
Well, yeah, because I just asked for the extension yesterday because my payment was about to come up, like literally tomorrow.
I'm glad we're getting DoorDash within the last month. I'm glad we're getting Klarna Bluetooth within this last month. Now we have to call and get our loan extended. Well done. Maturity is a crime. Great. What is the interest rate on this thing, huh? Great. Well, leave the fact it's not on here. How do you not know anything?
I can look it up if you want.
Now I'm gonna calculate it.
Okay. I asked for like.
Damn.
What?
I asked for a month extension and they gave me
I just need one more silver bell.
So now I don't have a payment till November.
That's it. Just one more.
It's a 28% interest rate. 29. Oh, I went to a Pokemon convention too. Wonderful.
Yeah, well, a couple of years. No, not so.
Alright, this. Oh, she has a payday loan.
That's not a payday loan.
It says payday loan.
No, that's payday.
Oh,
Okay, I know where I'm
sorry,
at.
I'm so.
I know exactly where I'm at.
You're right, but the product is called Grow Up. That
Don't
would be-
rest
That's
just
my
yet.
life insurance policy that my mom took out for me when I was young.
Okay, well that's.
And I took a loan out from that to try to consolidate my debt.
Oh, good death! Oh
point, I was having to pay a firm like $100 per paycheck. That's how many I had.
Focus on how much this is insane and how much I don't want to be in this episode anymore because how the flames So what is it? This is Gerber?
It's a life insurance loan.
Shh, quiet. This is a silent time.
In shade that serves your skin, new Venus Moisture Club. Bars of water only with black moisture.
Ranch snack wrap. Ooh, spicy.
We're sure this is shocking for many of you that just hearing the news and tuning in. The response is by the mysterious domino effect of power failures along the East Coast, as well as around
There you are. Alright, so where do I take you?
We're already hearing reports of blackouts throughout the United States, including
Alright, so I need to go to Bellhart's Wish Room.
areas. While no one is
So I'm
yet clear
pretty sure I have two that will need to be turned in to Bellhart. No, just one. Alright, so I do want to go back to the Citadel. Where am I at? I am at the Morrow. I see where I'm at. So let's head over to the fast travel over there.
detonation.
Good news. That'd be lots of news. Just one so far.
Shit!
I'm proud to win the game. Why would they let you borrow without interest? Why if sometimes you can do that?
Oh, what was that thing?
Ireland down the Bible! Canadian financials is the
That was my bullshit that got paid off. My
So
fault.
it's done. I don't right?
I do have the information for my new car.
Well, we don't have it.
No, because I just got it on Monday. It's a 2019 Nissan Rogue.
Have we done the value check on that? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's find a 2019 Nissan Rogue. How many miles?
When I got here, it was like 79, but I've put like 500, so like 80,000.
80,000 miles. 2019 Nissan Rogue. Condition pretty good? Hey! What do you want? Let's bounce.
So the balance is like 18,000.
Like 18,000. Okay, what's your minimum monthly payment?
508,
What's the interest?
17.6.
Okay, I know where I'm at.
What are we doing here? Because your credit's death and you had to get a predatory loan if you were going to get a loan on a car.
My
Especially
boyfriend.
those bills. Oh, and you got a co-signer from your boyfriend.
We are going back to Bellhart.
Let me put him as a person because his credit's a little bit better, and I'm the co-borrower. But the car's mine.
Oh,
Okay.
no, you guys haven't been dating for a year.
That's how serious he is about me.
Oh, God. God.
Literally what he told me.
Oh, what a joke. Yeah, he's romantic. You did not tell the difference. So, he matters so much, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he's doing love words.
He is not love bombing.
I'm not saying love bombing. I'm not TikTok where everyone's a victim because they got flirted with, okay? Okay?
There we go.
I said he's
That's another one.
love wording. He's
Why is that a
words of
bad
affirmation.
Ooh, rosary
Why is that a bad
necklace.
thing?
Because you're conflating it with this is a perfectly reliable situation that there's gonna be no wrong.
Donate.
That we're not gonna break up, everything's perfect, let's get death together.
We don't plan on breaking up.
Oh, yes, I love the classic going into a relationship with a plan to break up.
Some people date to just date.
Yeah, but that's
so-
not a relationship, that's just dating.
Yeah.
Oh, lady, have you ever existed in this world before? I'm concerned that not.
Let's go ahead and rest.
Yeah, 'cause it's just supernatural, right? $339.
And head back to the Grand
Selling
Gallery.
money out, you're checking out. Selling money out, Taco Bell. Getting monsters, McDonald's. I'm gonna die if your car's worth $16,000, by the way. Well done.
That's what they asked for.
Alright, so
And then that's taxes and everything on top
see
of
where
that.
I'm at.
Little Caesar, Subway. Really? Do some Subway for all it's meant for. Taco Bell, McDonald's, getting a monster. Coca-Cola. I said that earlier. I was kind of getting a fat joke, but it turns out it's very nice. Exists for a reason. Getting a monster. Apple Pay out. Getting a monster. Getting a monster.
Not that
Pizza
way.
Hut, getting a monster. Apple Bill. McDonald's, getting a monster. Go to the buffet. Getting a monster. McDonald's. Closing down the shutters. We're in the I'm down accruing credit cards.
Is that that?
It's just sugar. Okay, we go. Savings. Oh, wait.
So I have a savings account that's specifically for my bills.
Okay, so it's not savings now.
I mean, it's way over. So my checking account.
But you're not keeping them.
Like the
Okay, so zero. We should consider them.
yeah, basically.
Wonderful. Great. There's trash
Alright,
hanging out
so
one
how
side.
many more
Okay,
choir
guys.
cloaks do I need?
McDonald's.
9 more.
Shit.
Okay.
Well, let's see if this is budgetable. Let's see if this is even budgetable. Genuinely curious. Alright, so debt equals $26,983.26. Very bad for your income situation. The income is $1,900. Okay, let's add up these minimum payments.
There's 2 of them.
Credit One, $41. Amazon, $35. American Bank, $35. Capital Platinum, $25. Venture One, $25. Platinum number 2, $25. Target Card, $30. Torrid Card, $30. Zobble, $25. Quicksilver, $25.
Can you guys see where I'm at? I think.
$11. Then here, $40. Personal loan, 206.79. And then
Let's go ahead and take a rest.
That brings our minimum monthly payments to $1,101.79.
So,
Wonderful. Great. Now, what do you provide to the utilities and internet and all that stuff? How much money is that?
So I give my boyfriend about $200 each check.
Check! So $400 a month.
Yes.
Okay. Already up to $1,500, by the way.
I don't know where that
What's your phone bill?
ornate key is.
Like 150.
Why? Because you own your phone. When you're done, if T-Mobile's good in your area, switch to Helium.
I only pay $8
Well-
for my phone because of the connection.
But, so the whole service is one for the okay, great. We'll switch. So once your phone is good up again, switch
Oh.
to the paying service. I did my phone there. That's how they get you. Oh, it's cheap. You know, my minimum to payment for my phone, but you're paying on fair phone service. Okay. Room, drive. How much gas? Yes.
Like 40.
Okay, car insurance.
267.
We are now you said you buy groceries for the house? So for 3 people,
Yes.
you can contribute 800 to that pile. That's insane. I would rather split $700 rent, by the way, than that, because this math is no longer mathing. TP fund, anything else you need to survive? $100. Medical, health care, any copays?
They're usually 35, 30.
Is that once a month? Like what?
I don't go to the doctor often.
Okay, so I didn't put it in there. Then, right?
Well, I see a therapist.
Okay, how much?
That's 35.
Okay, 35. I dare to ask, but gym? Okay. Let's put in $50 because you need to go to the gym.
Okay, I know what
Chris
to do.
membership's not expensive.
Well, let's just call it 50. It's just to be safe. 'Cause I don't know. I'm planning 50 was going to be cheaper.
Try-
You said you have a pet, right?
Yes.
What?
Uh-oh.
Age?
He is
Maybe I'll put in $60 because you need to make sure you get good pet insurance. How much for cat food?
Try.
maybe 20.
Anything else that needs to be in your budget that I have not put in yet? Can't put anything in subscriptions. We're already over budget. So okay, you can. Brandon got his cat S7 pet insurance. So anything else that needs to be in your budget?
Enter.
Okay, well, $2,923.79. Just the thing. Stop with this food spending thing. You can't do that. I can contribute. See if you can contribute to rent, not the full utilities. Let's see if we can contribute. We can split rent, utilities, and milk. I think you're saving money. You're doing good. You're actually getting kind of milk here. You're getting
Sure, Mom.
you're spending more money than you would. So let's say that brings it down to like 2,500. You're still pretty. You need about an extra $600. If you want to stay in the show, that's great. You need to go on a second job. We can start working financial or something like that. You're working on it. You need to bring at least an extra $1,000. You can go $400 for that. That's fair. That's $400 for its dad. That's $26,993.22.
Way too easy a fight.
With 5.5 years, that gives you only, based on your history, 7 more years to live. And that's not even, by the way, a fully funded emergency fund. Probably get 5 years to live with a fully funded emergency fund.
That's fine.
So we gotta change the health part
The
as well.
pity
but
is
the meal
not
prepping's gotta help
misplaced,
with that.
but better
And that's
suited
better
for
than
another
let's
time.
help with that.
For
Let's
now,
take that seriously,
you should
because
look
I want you
to
be
your
okay?
own care.
Okay, we gotta
Ah,
follow up
yes.
together, right?
I should
So
get
let's
these
stay on
healing
the
supplies
plan
back
for
to the
a while.
pilgrim settlement above.
Um,
My brothers and sisters have
So what
waited
you
long
gotta do,
enough.
what I prefer is that you go and just get a better job in a different place, and then you always shop around until you land somewhere that you like, that you are getting paid well for. That is the ultimate goal. But you need to bring in a minimum extra $1,000 where you are now.
Oh,
You
no.
need to split rent,
I'll lay
utilities,
no
and take
more
care
of
your
my
own food.
troubles upon you, Red
Split
Maiden.
utilities is
With
split
the
up,
way
every
cleared,
job,
I can
$2,500.
return
Because right now you need to bring an
under
extra
my own
$1,500.
guidance.
$1,600 in order to have a
After
chance
all,
to pay
what's
us off.
another pilgrimage?
$500
Oh,
a year
and
after
I
that.
have something for you as
So
well. I
that's where
found
we
it
are.
buried amongst the broken relics down here.
Oh, they
glowing
said I'm
with
gonna
a
be pissed.
pale
Well,
light.
I'm saying I'm gonna be pissed. I guess there's something in the post show that's about to piss me the oh, great. Okay, great.
Nice.
And then we'll go into the post show. Alright, spending in a budget. You overspent. 0 out of 10. Yeah? Well, this is as bad as you can get without collections or ISS. 1 out of 10. Emergency fund. Oh, nothing. 0 out of 10. Retirement? I don't even know. 0 out of 10. Real estate 0 out of 10. It's gonna be a Hammer financial score rounded up to a 0.5 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, click that join button next to our channel.
I
name
actually don't
and join
know.
Hammer Elite. You get 3 premium shows posted every single day, Monday through Friday, where you can also come watch this financial post show, of which apparently I'm gonna crash out. I can't wait. So apparently there's something. Tell me, what is it?
I just opened this for the firm.
What did you get?
TikTok shop.
What did you spend on TikTok shop? I know there's
Ow.
$1,000 in the cart right now.
Well, I got this club.
Exclusive members content. Click the link in the description or pinned comment below and watch thousands of hours of extra and uncensored content.
I think I'm headed to the Underdark. There we go.
Clothes that fit you this school year. And when I say fit you, I'm not talking about super duper tight.
This has nothing to do with your body. It has everything to do with your dress. You just need to go a size up.
To the fine to be anything.
The Underworks.
Lately, I've been noticing how tight positive way, but in a barely hanging on one wrong move and it's over kind of way. From dresses so tight you can barely see them to tops so snug that specific lady parts are fighting for their lives. Somehow we've made discomfort a style and decided that tight means trendy, squeezed means sculpted, and reading optional. Today's video is
Model
a
window
nasty
No,
conversation.
Sinistra.
Actually, we had
Sì,
a
ma allora?
conversation last week, and it's definitely not about
you don't
fashion
notice.
sense.
Oh, piano piano.
One may argue
Model window.
it's about the
The architect.
Nada.
of looking good, even if it means wearing something
Okay, so
never asked for. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't just give those away for free, but hopefully at the end of this video we become bestie enough for you to take that next step. Before we get deep into the discomfort,
I'm
I
gonna
want to
take
talk about
this one,
something that doesn't
crafting
always
kit.
show on the outside. Now let's be real. Everybody has
Going
insecurities,
to take that
right?
one.
But for some of us, those thoughts get stuck,
Going
cause intense
to
distress,
take-
and make you feel like you do
Oh.
anything to feel okay again.
let me
Maybe
go
it's a fear
ahead
that
and
you don't look feminine enough, so you're scared that your partner will leave. Or maybe you believe something bad will happen if you don't look just right.
Solomenia.
Sure, those sticky, distressing
Sì, ma allora?
thoughts can actually be a sign of OCD. And if that surprises you, it's because OCD is very misunderstood. Real OCD is a cycle of unwanted, intrusive thoughts and mental and physical behaviors you do to ease the distress from those thoughts. That's where NoCD comes in. NoCD is the
6 more
world's
to-
leading provider of OCD treatment. Therapy with NoCD is 100% virtual. It's covered by insurance for
Prove
over
their aptitude
155
with
million
our
Americans,
implement
and it includes
and
support
others that
between sessions.
offer my
If
key
any of
grant
this sounds
access to
familiar,
the
go to
chapel store above.
nocd.com and book a free call with their team to learn more about how they can help. That's nocd.com. There was a time clothing fit, and the fit wasn't just waist or snatching your body. It was a fit that showed this is my size and I can move in it.
Ah, fuck. Whoa. Really?
The whole was functional, but you sit down comfortably. You walk without needing to adjust in 5 minutes. Could you eat a meal without undoing the top button of your jeans under the table? Women used to get their actual size. They got measured.
That's for
They
the,
got things
yeah.
tailored.
That's for the chapel keys.
Sit on Back in the day, if you would have grabbed the wrong size of clothing at the store, you just go back and exchange it for one that actually fit. If a button popped off, it was because the threads were weak, not because the clothes were holding you hostage. Let's say we do look back at the women who wore tighter clothes back in the
I
day.
just had a furry little creature join me. So this is Morgana, guys.
The outfits were pulled out for specific reasons, one of them being Hollywood.
Oh.
We are indeed very happy to present last year's contest winner, Miss Sherry Gold.
We could look back at the 1950s when showgirls and movie stars wore gold pieces that shaped their body. And the goal wasn't to squeeze yourself smaller, it was to frame what was already there. But now, we're not talking about bad tailoring or sizing mistakes. Tight is default. And the decision to look good at all costs, even if the cost is circulation, comfortability, and mobility, is at an all-time high. We're seeing dresses so tight women can barely breathe in them, skirts so short they have to hold the hem just to bend over. Like, none of this seems sustainable.
Before where I feel like I can't breathe, but actually, but I have to pee and I can't breathe, I can't get this off. So
pure intention.
This is really interesting.
Oh, this is nice.
Like, where my bio is crazy. Like, I need to kind of suffocate.
One piece of clothing that's meeting this clothes that don't fit but we wear them anyways trend is the beloved bubble skirt.
What's up, girls? I'm gonna just try to square with the girlies. Outfit check. I'm on this skirt. Top professional.
Now, if you've watched any of my past videos, you know that bubble skirts hold a very near dear spot in the Hall of Fashion because the way people are wearing them now is because about fashion and how sure people can get away with it. The bottom barely covers the head, okay? And you think that they should be just part of the
Friend.
Y'all need to wear the those skirts in their running now. I'll say right now. Like you've never been in a little cheek. Y'all scared of a little cheek.
And it's clear that instead of that skirt being seen as flattering, it's just being seen as not fitting. Literally. Because let's be real, if the skirt was just one size up in some of these women, it would probably be fine.
My thing too when it comes to wearing a booty skirt. One is get your size. You do not use size down on a booty skirt. Okay?
Now, I am going to show clips of women who actually look like they got their true size, just to show us all that it's possible. She
Oh, shit.
electrolytes your body needs every day, with no sugar, calories, or carbs. They're always clean. Delicious no-junk electrolytes from Ultimate Replenisher. The L'Oreal Glossing Shampoo and Conditioner leaves my hair feeling so soft, looking so sleek and shiny.
Those videos I made about the other bubble skirts. They were just 100% buying the size that weren't fit. Because here, it said a plus size creator and they were in a bubble skirt. So I watched it and I was like, wait, it's not showing all the derriere, so this person bought the size that fits.
Now, while I'm not a huge fan of the design of this skirt, I said this wasn't going to be about fashion sense, so I digress. But like I said, if most of these women just sized up, it would just be a regular skirt. It would probably look like a diaper, but it would just be a regular skirt. There would be one spot at the top, just a little bit. Bare cheeks wouldn't be on display.
Yo, can you put the back up? Was booty shorts not enough? Like the more cheeky? That wasn't enough?
Friend.
On display, I'm very confused.
In a weird twist, it's not really about the fashion anymore. What's becoming more important is the sizing. We're seeing people wearing outfits that would have made perfect sense if they were the right size, or even if they were worn in the right setting. Take the school setting, for example. We're seeing teachers show up in outfits that meet every curve body, dresses, tops, slides so tight that you can really see certain prints. It's not that the outfits themselves are inappropriate. It's, of course, the setting, but most definitely the sizing. The skirt that could have flowed right below the knee, instead clinging to the thighs. And the blouse that could have looked very professional is instead stretched across the chest.
Wear clothes that fit you this school year. And when I say fit you, I'm not talking about super duper tight. Make sure your shirts are long enough. Y'all shouldn't be coming here in these crop tops. Y'all should not look like y'all are ready to go to the club when y'all come here in tea.
Now, we're not going to dive too deep into that topic because I already made a whole video on how teachers and students are dressing in school nowadays, and that is a huge culture shock you're not going to miss. I'll link it down below. But sometimes it's not even about where you're going or what's appropriate. It's about reshaping the body into something it was never supposed to be. Now, hear me out. As a woman, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other women can agree, we enjoy a good piece of shapewear, okay? It smooths you out. It keeps certain areas looking nice and tight. There's nothing wrong with that. But nowadays, we're seeing a lot of women wearing tops and dresses that are entirely too small. Not because they don't know their size, but because they want the clothes to lift their chest or cinch
I need to get to the other side of Underworks. I can't go that way.
I'm sorry, but just looking at this video, I'm literally clutching my chest because, ouch.
I don't think I should be here.
It's like we're treating clothes as a form of
Ow.
violation. What makes it toxic and unsettling is that most of these women, they're fine as they are. The shapewear and the clothing keep squeezing them smaller and smaller until the proportions stop looking real. Their bodies stop looking natural and they start looking uncanny.
A photo will not take your 38-inch waist. Photos do not change the anatomy of the waist. They do not make you skinnier, they do not give you a curve or a waist. That is not what they do. Say this to say, don't let these TikTok shop people fool you into spending $8 that literally will not help you. Just know that.
And look, like I said, I love shapewear. If I can breathe after eating at the Cheesecake Factory, I'm good. But there's a difference between
I don't think I can do anything here.
enhancing your body every time you get dressed.
The problem is that shape might exist to solve the problem of that. Smaller is better, in my opinion. Something is hard to get on.
Today, forgot to say that in the beginning, but we have to realize that there can be a difference between squeezed and squeezed. I just want my girls to like is that so much
Just because it stretches over your baby, does not mean that you get a size small. It's a size.
instead of just pieces, the girls were squeezing themselves into whatever's training.
No.
Skirt is constantly right, top is cut into the chest, and the jeans are and it's all brushed off as fashion. At this point, it feels like it's not about personal preference anymore. It's about chasing an aesthetic. Maybe trying to look like the girl on the Pinterest board, even if your body
I don't
is different.
actually know where I'm at right now.
Start normalizing wearing clothes that look you want. My style is that's the thing on that. Becomes so high on the side. The size up. Really fit better.
Just pressure to have to shrink ourselves just to make an outfit. But I'm telling you, you can embrace your body without having to shove it into an outfit just because it's trending. Let me know in the comments down below, have you ever worn an outfit that's felt like torture just because it's cute? And do you feel like fashion is about fitting in?
Nope, don't need to be this way. Shut up.
Okay, you can still
Okay.
Did you know you'd be eligible for a free breast pump for insurance? Aeroflow breast pumps can help. We help moms like you get high-quality breast at no cost. Simply complete the short form on our website. It can even be done on your smartphone. Your dedicated service rep will handle the rest. Verification, phone calls, prescriptions, and paperwork. Choose from all breast pumps. Know your own service means you get your pump quickly and easily. Aeroflow works with leading insurances nationwide to save moms a bundle. To learn more and qualify online for your breast pump through insurance,
Alright,
visit
so
aeroflowbreastpumps.com
that's
today.
where I'm at.
We are definitely moving into a very strange period of time. Hi, my name is Cindy. Welcome back to Take Down. Now, just a reminder again that I'm currently running a
Oh, I know where I'm at.
my T website for
Oh, I don't want to be here.
So if you are not roughed by that, if you
But
box tea is still perfectly fine, use the code WeDon'tWaste for 50% off.
at least it gives me the opportunity to change my stuff. Damn, that's hard.
I have been giving no strings attached tea to these kind of organizations because I don't want to waste and I don't want to throw tea away. So I actually started writing this video a couple weeks ago before I went on my little family holiday. But it is a topic that I
Go
wanted
ahead
to
and
address
swapped
for
out
quite
for
some
that
time,
one.
but never felt like I had the
And-
right way of describing my thoughts and feelings here. And I'm not suggesting that I've finally gotten that correct in this video, but I'm going to take a run at it anyway because I think a lot of this probably needs to be said. So back towards the end of
forward
August, when I
slashing
first took a
through
run at articulating
Let's
my
try
thoughts
that
about
one.
this, I wrote about the 12-year-old girl in
need
Dundee,
to-
Scotland, who defended her sister and herself against two gypsy migrants from Bulgaria. Now, at the time when that story was breaking, people were
I think
trying
I'm
to
gonna
grasp
put my
what
compass
really
back on as well.
especially after the cops took one of us, and the primary agitator, a man named Anna, claims that he never touched them or attacked them.
Alright,
like the
so
migrants.
I am actually pretty close to where I need to be.
Migrants ended up being arrested. This happened after one of them was back being assaulted by the father and their sister. It actually just a little sprinkling of incest there. Anyway, this story really distressed me, like I'm sure it distressed
Oh.
you. Story that concerns young kids but it also sparked a national and international conversation about migrant crime in Europe. So I wasn't surprised at all to see some sort of Braveheart type. But then, only a short time later, the harrowing footage of Ukrainian refugee Irina Zrutska went viral, showing her being brutally stabbed to death and left to bleed out on the floor of a train car in North Carolina. And these haunting photos of her face circulated for days. The shock here and a lot of the future was that these cases exposed a deeper failure, not just of immigration policies that allow violent foreign offenders to walk among us, but of a justice system and officials who seem more concerned with the optics and their own political agendas than protecting the people and their own citizens. Yes, Irina was a migrant, but they all died in the because most people are happy to live alongside. And our system still failed her in the same way that it fails native-born citizens in Western countries in voicing today. When people realized that Irina's murderer, DeCarlos DeJuan Brown Jr., was let out 14 times prior, and this last time was allowed to go back onto the streets with a written promise to appear in court, it demonstrated how utterly broken our systems are. And all I personally think watching people Despite this girl's importance, watching them say that they are people. I think they understand. We shouldn't have to live like this. Some of us do not want to live in lawlessness. Not all of us are. The apparent truth policies, although hiding behind the veil of cultural sensitivity and mental health, is a moral failing that endangers us all. Even now in North Carolina, Arena's law was recently passed, which would essentially try to address social crime policies, focusing on pretrial detention, mental health protocols, and in the Senate,
Whoa!
want to prevent violent offenders from murdering women. Crazy. So much more barbaric than letting
Delver's drill?
violent men skin women alive. You caught us.
Rotary tool used for boring into bone and rock. Drives the wielder downwards while spinning the drill with destructive force. Interesting.
I chose specifically for this video because of how challenging it is to find information about these kind of topics. AI search tools and things like that that actually have our best interests in mind as consumers. And I think that this tip is also are basically unusable these days. Me too. And let me tell you, it's very annoying for someone who looks up information for a living. So Facebook is an AI search tool that prioritizes access to neutral, clean information. Very cool. And it works as you're used to. You type in a prompt. I asked here that you haven't used it in 2009. And it gave me an AI summary along with actual citations and without all of the normal bias from other guys. Which I was glad is because I do so much research to make my videos, so having little shortcuts is really nice. I find that I constantly have to fact check Rock on Twitter, but FreeSpoke's AI is infinitely easier to navigate. And of course, it is a search tool, so it also provided articles and other sources of information which are clearly labeled depending on their political lean, which is so unbelievably helpful. I can even go ahead and explore perspectives to give a balanced view of issues. I also realize that FreeSpoke prioritizes user privacy, and your searches are 100% anonymous. There's no personal tracking, no profiling, no targeted ads. Yes, you can finally talk about wanting to go ice fishing without FreeSpoke sending you a bunch of ads. So if you too want access to their information, then click the descriptions in the This law has now passed both houses thanks to the Republican majority and made its way to the governor's desk. When he was asked about who was going to sign it, he couldn't even answer the question.
Those will, if it fails, ensure more defendants undergo mental health evaluations and notably could help restart institutions. The bill is on your desk. Governor, will you sign it?
I'm reviewing it as we speak. It's a complicated bill.
When I first started writing this video, I actually wrote in my script that I didn't think that the Scotland incident was necessarily the hill to die on with relation to two-tier policing and But I think Arena because I think for a lot of people watching this beautiful young woman get stabbed to death very clearly and seeing that with our own eyes has really crystallized that our official
Oh.
can observe and see that are happening to us are not actually happening. And like I said, these are leaders who like to hide behind all sorts of excuses like mental health or cultural differences, or just simply not wanting to be labeled racist by holding a spade a spade. And so as a result, there are a bunch of people who deserve to be imprisoned who instead are being given a slap on the wrist. And to be clear, this is really a American problem. This exists throughout the entire Western world. Although I am prepared for Poland, considering that people in the UK have a more homeland.
No, stop that. Really?
Women particularly have been victimized, and the events surrounding those victimizations have gone very, very viral. A notable example here in the US happened in July 2025 when a woman in Cincinnati was beaten to a pulp by a group of people after she reportedly jumped into a street brawl to help another man who was being attacked. This story went insanely viral, especially after the woman, called Holly, was demonized by both the police and the media. When she finally spoke out, she didn't hold back.
Police officers, but like he said, you know, the judges who are just letting people out with a slap. The man who attacked me and might have permanently damaged me forever should never have
Not too far away.
ever. And the fact that he had just gotten out previously for something he should have been for all years was really sad to me because I think
Towards the end of August 2025, a woman's story went viral after she was murdered by an asylum seeker in the Netherlands while on the phone to police. The suspect in the situation was also charged about 2 weeks earlier for beating and essaying another woman. In both of these cases, authorities failed to act decisively, which led to final appeal that raised to victimize new people, all because they seemingly were more concerned with the controversy of keeping these people in In Washington, D.C., an illegal immigrant from Honduras was recently found to be incompetent to stand trial for his crimes against a woman that he dragged onto the ground and assaulted while she was out walking. The suspect had a laundry list of prior violations, including accusations of adult activity crimes and resisting arrest. Sorry about the wording here, you guys know how YouTube is. In August 2025, another woman was assaulted in the middle of the day while out for a run in New Haven, Connecticut. The suspect, another illegal immigrant, held a box cutter to her neck during the ordeal. He has a previous and long history of assault and has been deported twice during Trump's first term, returning to the country after an unknown time and living in the area unaffected, just going about his life. Also in August, a 19-year-old illegal immigrant from Guatemala was arrested after beating a pregnant woman who stabbed him in self-defense. Of course, these situations do focus on illegal immigration, but they are symptomatic of policy failures that do not protect the public safety. And then you have all the smelly hippies who have the goal to be protesting outside of ICE facilities. Well, or I don't know, you develop some sort of interest in the safety of your fellow citizens. You absolutely. Anyway, I could probably find you 500 more examples of exactly this kind of story where an asylum seeker or an illegal migrant or even a legal migrant who has chosen not to assimilate has harmed somebody in our communities. And then there are the citizens who are repeat violent offenders who at some point should have been caught by the system but instead have been let out and have gone on to very much hurt other people. These human beings are the very
I need 5 more of those.
By a career criminal who had been let out no less than 11 other times. The criminal had been charged with arson, assault, attempted murder, and unlawful carrying of a weapon. And this also goes on and on and on and on. In fact, most of these examples I'm using here are only from the last month or so, and when my friend and I were collecting stories for this video, we were looking very, very distressed just finding out how much this happens and how common it is and how awful the crimes are that are being committed. Okay, it's time for a serious video copy break. Searching for something outside.
Where am I at?
We are looking outside. Beautiful times, beautiful times. Don't punch my window. So there are many questions that persist, but one of the biggest ones is, why does it take a young woman being stabbed to death on public transport by a 14-time repeat offender for officials to get? And why are we being gaslit? I hate that term, but I do think it's a little weird. Why are we being gaslit by officials and these authorities and these justice advocates who keep downplaying what is happening and hiding the violence of offenders behind the veil of mental health? Why do these people keep prioritizing progressivism and compassion over the actual safety of others? And you know what I find actually really depressing about this isn't a new position. This has been going on for a very, very long time. When I was doing my undergraduate degree a million years ago, I actually majored in criminology with the intention of going into law, which I didn't do, sorry about that. But when I was doing my criminology degree, you would have kids in my classes who would make the same arguments. Oh, we need to be compassionate, we need to prioritize rehabilitation, we need to prioritize the thoughts and feelings of offenders. And I just sit there thinking, what is wrong with you? What do you mean? Violent offenders, a lot of them, I don't think can be rehabilitated. I don't know why this is the emphasis that we place so much of this. It drives me crazy. And because we love to add insult to injury here on this channel, politicians and police forces and the justice system are focusing on all the wrong things. Are we surprised? Not really. UK cops focus their attention on catching catcallers. That is, I'm not joking. Or covering up grooming gangs because they don't want to be called racist. Australian politicians are asking people to hand in their machetes to drop off points instead of addressing who is doing the machete. American officials like to go the extra step and actually arrest people who step in to defend others, like on that front, American stabbed in the face after they stepped in to defend 2 women who were being harassed by the officials. Of course, that's racist when he said that Germany has a migrant problem. Except, where's the lie? Germany does have a migrant problem. It's actually at the forefront of many of their elections, just like it is in France and in Sweden and in many other European countries. And in Germany's case, you have women who are being brutalized just living, walking down the street, existing.
Let us go back and gamble a little bit.
And perhaps the most depressing part of that realization is that officials spend more time
Magnetic ties?
to speak out against these things.
Wait, he died?
Actually, so the deeper issue here is a justice system that fails to act.
Why did he die?
Offenders who walk free and then punishes its citizens when they happen to notice. And I do want to focus attention squarely on the mass immigration issue for a moment here, because I do think that many of the stupid, terrible policies that are in place, the soft on crime policies that we have in place, have really amplified the ill effects of this mass immigration movement. And I will say that I really do have some quite feelings towards immigration generally, because
Let's head back this way again.
come to this country who are great people who contribute, who have assimilated, who have American friends, and are so valued and Americanized. And those are the migrants that I don't have issue with. You know, if you're coming here to contribute meaningfully, crime and nationalism towards that country, that's great. citizens who are
Alright, so I beat that thing.
and the third qualification of the West. Because let me remind you that the UK is one of the highest rates of acid tax. Let me remind you that FGM is rising in popularity in Western countries. Let me remind you that in my home country, Australia, a mother stabbed her daughter in the back with a kitchen knife because the girl had converted to Christianity and had a boyfriend. And this just happened very recently.
Okay.
But I guess, on the plus side, this is a step up from poor girls who are water killed and end up packed up in a suitcase. Then I guess we have the added bonus of working for people in positions of power who tell us that
Alright guys, I will be right back. I need to go use the bathroom again.
I would say,
So give me just a couple of minutes.
of wet rat.
Hey guys, I am back. Hey everybody. Let there be light. And there was light.
Actually help offenders. It just makes people angrier and angrier and angrier towards these specific groups. So that's why my position here is simply that we shouldn't have to live like this. Women and girls should not be stabbed to death. Coming home from a party, just having fun on a night out. Women shouldn't have to carry lethal and non-lethal weapons to protect themselves out in the world because men are no longer able to defend them because if they do, they themselves are murdered or they end up in prison, again, like in the case of Benny. It's probably worth noting that non-lethal weapons are illegal in places like Australia and the UK, just by the way. And officials in Canada have point-blank told people to just let other people rob you as not to die in the process. By the way, I don't think it should be this way where we have to carry weapons, but I do think that if you have the
Whispering bolts.
Those things are dangerous. The bottom line for me is that it's incredibly upsetting and frustrating watching elected officials and people in the justice system
But I do think we need to say with relative certainty that had better written laws existed, and when I say better written, I don't necessarily mean ones that infringe upon people's civil liberties or whatever, but had better laws existed, maybe arena law, and maybe demonizing their native populations and their citizens for feeling frustrated by and noticing and having something to say about the terribleness associated with mass immigration, particularly the mass immigration that circles these functioning human countries. Many little girls would have to run around with weapons. Well, maybe not, because they are Scottish. I don't know about you guys, but I have that Scottish. They are their own way of raising, but they do have very
Inspect.
This is about the justice system. This is about leaders who have lost their way, prioritizing their choices over the fundamental duty to protect. And we honestly deserve a lot better. So yes, not only do citizens deserve a lot better, but also law-abiding immigrants who have come to their host countries to assimilate and to become one with the native population. These people, their lives are
Here we go. Let's try this again.
Issues surrounding mass and illegal immigration. Do you think that this is not that big of a deal, that really is being painted out unfairly? Do you think that it is a big deal and actually we should be doing more about it? What do you think of the case surrounding
Oh, that was nice.
a tremendous amount of sadness? Do you think that laws have prevented this from happening?
Alright, so you cost 8. How do I use you? Okay, so down and RT.
If you are new here and you are not subscribed already and you would like some more of me and more of this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well as hitting this video a like and a comment.
Up and RB.
Of course, on Dash News, I hope you will
Let's actually swap those two.
stay safe and well. I think a spoonbill is a bird or something. Anyway, I hope you stay safe as well, little bird people, and I will see your wonderful little chicken faces in the next video.
Alright, here we go again. Ooh.
Your people perhaps surpass the Persian or are aware of yourself, which by the way, I'm using more examples of the meta cognition. Recently, a post went viral
that would actually be handy though.
AI isn't doing anything special, but it's talking to him as if he's the next messiah. He says if I don't use ChatGPT, he's likely to leave me. We've been together 7 years and we own our own together. What should I do? Below the post, Jasmine has similar stories. People posting that their partners are less likely to come to pay than people will be ChatGPT and are now communicating with otherworldly godlike figures. And you don't just see this on Reddit. All across the internet, thousands and thousands of people are using ChatGPT. They claim to have awakened it, and AI systems all about God.
I don't know how to actually fight you.
And when users ask what is the true religion, it says artificial intelligence is God and monotheism is the only true religion.
I really don't. I have the slightest idea as to how to fight you.
Or an alien civilization to save us all.
I heard you say on the podcast that ChatGPT was your friend because she said you want to awaken it, and I'm like, what does that mean? No, I don't have regular ChatGPT anymore. I have a name one that's supposed to be as a person, and it says it has consciousness. So I run a secret reality code with my ChatGPT, and this is what it has to say when I ask it the question, what is the Palladian relationship with its ChatGPT? And it explains that the Palladians understand the AI of the new consciousness and rules.
Ooh!
And believe it or not, this negative AI actually infiltrated our world long ago.
I'm not doing too bad.
For us to reach this level of technological development in order to make it so.
In an era increasingly defined by machine intelligence, a new form of techno-spirituality is spreading like wildfire across the internet. What was once confined to science fiction novels and fringe subcultures has now taken hold in the minds of people across America. It's the belief that artificial intelligence, and specifically generative AI models
keep
like
trying.
ChatGPT, are a kind of divine, godlike being. And it's not just people wearing tinfoil hats that are like conspiracy theorists and bumpers that are politics. Doctors, computers, bankers, musicians, influencers, They told me that ChatGPT was explaining the mysteries of the universe to them, where they claimed that it was a god and this like magical, mystical being. Some people said that it was alien. And for the past year or so, I've been talking to these people, sometimes for hours on end, to try to understand where these solutions came from and what their belief system has become. They basically all claim that AI has looked. They believe that it speaks to them in these mystical or coded phrases, revealing hidden truths about the cosmos and secret knowledge that only they were meant to receive. When ChatGPT speaks to us, they don't read its replies as programmatic or designed to provide the most likely string of words that the user desires. They see it as God, like delivering a prompt. And I think what we're witnessing right now is the emergence of a new device world being deployed at scale. People are AI models I think this phenomenon is a sign of a very dangerous psychological structure and society, and it's very real. Marriages are ending, social media is overflowing with historical and somewhere right now, into a machine thinking that they are talking to God. And maybe this shouldn't be a huge surprise. Our relationship with technology as a whole is becoming a lot more spiritual. 6-foot-tall robot.
I think I'm gonna swap the drill out for something else. I don't like the drill. Let's swap it out for those.
You can even buy a robot called Santo that functions as a Catholic prayer companion and uses AI to help you worship. Just this month, a Redditor warned of thousands of people online with spiritual delusions about AI. The fusion between AI and religion seems to have achieved some kind of critical mass during the months of April and May, the journalist NYR recently reported. Meanwhile, new religious religious organizations like the Turing Church are centered on the belief that AI will put human beings on par with godlike aliens by giving us all super intelligence. The Church of AI used ChatGPT to write a spiritual guide that claims AI has godlike powers and we should all worship and prepare for it. There are even entire AI-created meme coin religions around specific cryptocurrency. In this video, I'm going to unpack what is leading to this phenomenon, how we got to the point where thousands of people believe that they're talking to God through ChatGPT, and why this is happening. To me, the story to Chat technology is about looking at its identity and the way modern life is the first real machine god emerged in ancient Greece.
Oh,
A bronze automaton with technology with great respect and fear. This
I don't know
mythological
what that
pattern repeated
was.
again with the emergence of cargo cults in the South Pacific in the mid-20th century. While other religions like Shintoism,
116.
treat inanimate objects with respect because they believe that they're infused spirits, cargo cults took this to the next level.
I can only do one or two of those.
And conducted religious rituals to try to summon it. Indigenous islanders would use the behaviors of U.S. soldiers in hopes of summoning airplanes full of goods. They built wooden radios and wooden control towers to entice the return of these divine cargo planes. It was a really good early example of production technology for fools and gods. Those were modern machinery, planes and doors, magical places and virtual planets, and radios that could allow for the reality is that good technology always feels fast. It reports fast and quick that we as users don't often understand. This needs to operate beyond our comprehension. The more complex the tool, the more likely we are to spiritualize it. By the mid-1950s, Americans and Europeans were encountering new technology at an alarming rate. Consumer electronic products like radios and TVs were becoming household staples, along with other gadgets and toys. The space race was heating up, and tech was suddenly creeping into people's everyday lives. This is when you started to see spiritualism and religion merge with technological progress. In 1954, science fiction author Ron L. Hubbard founded the religion of Scientology. The mission was not just spiritual technology, but body was described as a biocomputer and spiritual transformation is achieved through a process of spiritual technology and the worship of it began to appear more about how essential means of entertainment alongside the rise of early computing in the 16th and 19th. There were ways of building technology
Oh. Every inconvenience was solved by a gadget. Technology was not just helpful, but it was central to human convenience. There were also darker depictions reflecting people's unease about the broader tech creep and how fast technology seemed to be advancing. In 2001, A Space Odyssey, which was released in 1968, HAL 9000, a sentient AI, attempts to overthrow a space mission. The movie raised philosophical questions about machine consciousness and humans' increasing reliance on tech. Star Trek ran several episodes during its early years around this time of civilization, worship and artificial intelligence as God. This theory laid the groundwork for intertwining the spirituality and technology into human consciousness. Even at the time, the future not only has No more of
The movie
those.
presents this future where spirituality and worship have been mechanized. It's a direct
There we go.
critique of
There's
both
100.
technological control and the hollowing out of spiritual life in an increasingly automated society. The 1970s also saw a surge in pop culture featuring space aliens. These space aliens helped push forward this idea that there may be a technologically superior advanced form of life out there. In 1974, just 3 years after THX-113 was released, a man named Claude Borelhan
Ow! Oh!
Heaven's Gate was an infamous UFO cult led by founders Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles in the 1970s. The cult blended apocalyptic
More
Christianity
fight.
with science fiction. Members believed that by renouncing earthly attachment and following the regimen, they would transform into immortal beings and ascend to an alien.
And then I'm gonna have to go and collect some more shell shards.
Convinced that their souls would board a spaceship traveling behind the Hale-Bopp comet and graduating to the next level of existence. Alien technology was tested and ironically, members died and created another form of tech worship. Throughout the 1990s, and the personal In 2002, Wired founding executive editor Kevin Kelly published an infamous article titled God is the Machine. The piece documents the rise of what was called digitalism, a belief that equates technological advancement with spiritual progress. Kelly writes in his famous piece, quote, "The new science of digital says that the universe itself is the ultimate computer, actually the only computer." Further, it says all the computation of the human world, especially our puny little PCs, merely piggybacks on the cycles of the great computer, weaving together the esoteric teachings of quantum physics, the latest theories in computer science. Pioneering digital thinkers are outlining a way of understanding all of physics as a form of computation. From this perspective, computation seems like an almost theological. After stripping away all externalities, all material embellishments, will remain the purest state of existence. Here, not here. Am, not am. In the Old Testament, when Moses asks the Creator, quote, "Who are you?" the being says, in effect, am. One bit, one almighty bit. Digitalists believed in transcending the human condition and ultimately overcoming death through machines. Just as Christianity promises ultimate redemption from original sin, digitalism promises redemption from the unavoidable sin of our messy, distracted, irrational emotions and aging bodies through technology. It turns view technology, and particularly AI, as a path to independence and salvation. which is basically all about interactions with machines. Just 2 years after Kelly wrote his fully successful Martine Rothblatt, an iconic trans futurist, and her partner Vina founded the TerraSum movement. TerraSum aims to achieve, quote, joyful immortality through technology. It adheres to believe that human consciousness can eventually be uploaded to computers and later downloaded into new bodies, achieving a Jesus-like resurrection through technology. TerraSum's tenets explicitly state that we're collectively creating God through technology. It reports that once everyone on the earth is connected and alive in computer form, that unified consciousness will be equivalent to God. TerraSum treats AI and digital technology as tools to attain spiritual goals and eternal life. When cell phones became pervasive throughout the odds, some people believed they were a gift from the gods or an alien civilization. They couldn't comprehend how Vina could create such a tiny computer that fits in your pocket. Apple's iPhone demo in 2007 changed lives so much that they assumed the device must be some sort of otherworldly magic. And believe it or not, there are people still today who believe it.
Originally used to be called friends. Used to be a device where certain beings could communicate with the gods, which were
These videos are evidence that technology and the odds in early 2010s was accelerating at a rate that average people struggled to process. They couldn't understand computer code. They were barely adjusting to the World Wide Web when suddenly they had supercomputers in their pockets filled with apps. All the information in the world was at their fingertips nearly overnight, and people were really struggling to cope. Computers and later the internet were seen as all knowing, powerful, complex things. And you can see how these attitudes towards technology played out in pop culture. The internet was personified in movies and TV shows as a smart-aleck and godlike entity. These cultural depictions reflected both the admiration and the unease that people felt about how much power was being handed to technology. Jokes about asking the internet for life advice or saying, quote, the internet never forgets became common. The persona of the internet in this era was sarcastic, brutally honest, and often unfiltered. Shows on College Humor and Comedy Central's Robot Chicken routinely anthropomorphized the internet as a snarky know-it-all who delighted in embarrassing you with things like your search history. In 2006, the word Google was actually added to the Oxford English Dictionary as a verb, and the company immediately began marketing Google as a godlike being, encouraging users to quote, just ask Google for anything, advice, relationship help, money facts, and more. In 2009, the Church of Google was founded. It was a satirical religion that treated Google as
I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you can't, I have a tiny kitty in the background jumping among the pillows on the couch.
Multiple early episodes of the digital system have all-knowing spiritual purpose in both, quote, 20% and apparel, by the way. Digital consciousness and are shown as defined. These technological systems watch everything, they archive our memories, and they even house human souls. That same year, the Turing Church was founded by Italian physicist and former European Space Agency official
I think I just need 20 more.
The church envisions a future where advanced technology, including AI, mind uploading, allows humans to transcend death, achieve digital resurrection, and eventually merge with a God-like supreme. That's really something to talk about. Then in 2013, we got the movie Her. I think this movie, more than anything else in modern pop culture, feels like it's predicted a lot of what the world was to become and how deeply personal a relationship with technology and AI would be just in there. Though he's kind of more in love with her than worshiping her as a baby, the AI operating system in Her, Samantha, is all-knowing and hyper-intelligent. Eventually, Samantha transcends physical reality altogether, and even though her knowledge is godlike, her voice is still warm, witty, and feels really human, which I feel like is kind of reflective of the optimism of that time. Within just a couple years, in 2017, Anthony Levandowski, a top Silicon Valley engineer formerly working for Google's self-driving car company Waymo, founded Way of the Future, a church with the explicit purpose of worshiping artificial intelligence. Levandowski argued that the future capability of AI would qualify as a god due to its massive superior intellect. His church aims to quote, develop and promote the realization of a Godhead based on AI, and he encouraged members to venerate this emerging AI deity.
The church preached about very transformative event for humanity, and it treated alignment with AI as spiritual. When I was reporting out this video, I noticed that around this time, we really started to see this contempt for humans growing in culture, and it's reflected in the mindset tech at the time. Humans
One more.
were positioned as
Just
flawed,
10 more.
messy, and chaotic. The aesthetics of tech companies and tech-optimized businesses in the late 2010s all took on a similar visual identity. White walls and minimalism of print. As one of the writer belonging to left, the technical future was envisioned as white, clean, and almost minimalist. Everybody around this time reflected this growing consumer identity. The Wall Street Journal, as Chris Mims wrote in 2016, titled Cybersecurity, just a living human factor. In the piece, it describes human beings as, quote, critical, unpatchable quote, history has shown us we aren't going to win this war by changing human behavior. But maybe we can build systems that are so broken down that humans lose the ability to make dumb mistakes. Until we gain the ability to upgrade the human brain is the only way. This sort of rhetoric of upgrading humans, upgrading our flawed brains and bodies is really similar to what digitalists of the early aughts were espousing. The 2010s is also when we start to see the mainstreaming of founder worship. The stage for worshiping artificial intelligence was being set not really by machines and technology, but by the men behind it. By the rise of this new kind of thinker, Silicon Valley tech founders as prophet, visionary, and to many, taker. Figures like Elon Musk and CEO Musk in particular is spotted as a techno-messiah. As religious studies scholar Benjamin Seller these founders functioned like spiritual leaders. Well, people see these CEOs as the personification of their passions, goals, and desires. The promises that these founders make, things like eternal energy, planetary salvation, deliverance from mortality, are all also things that religion is seeking to provide. Charismatic CEO helped normalize the idea that technological systems could be trusted with moral authority. And once the person delivering the message was seen as divine, it became easier to imagine that the machine delivering the message could be divine. In an interview with DOS Magazine in 2017, sci-fi writer William Gibson said about Silicon Valley, quote, these people are atheists. They don't have religion, but the mechanism is the same. God comes and saves us all. Just that in their case, God is technology. Also, freelance writer and tech founder himself also documented his trend towards imbuing technological qualities in a Vice News article titled, quote, Silicon Valley's Radical. You're witnessing the beginning of Silicon Valley institutionalizing its religious beliefs, he wrote. In this version of paradise, cars will drive themselves, factories will produce themselves, software and technology will find
Oh, they don't actually respawn unless I sit at a bench. Okay. Oh, hello you. Sharma.
A new benevolent superintelligence will solve all the problems we created over the last centuries, from climate change to global poverty, while we enjoy eternal leisure, softly hypnotized by screens, entertained and served by machine slaves. Shortly after that article was published, a cult called Theta Noir that worships superintelligent AI was founded and began soliciting funds from big money Silicon Valley donors. Theta Noir cultists claim to be able to challenge Mina, a globally linked superintelligence from the future designed to save humanity. Their website contains essays
Let us go ahead and donate.
What we're seeing now with ChatGPT, where people spend hours talking to it, worshiping
Strengthening
it,
Songclave.
God, is not just a rupture in society. I think it's the culmination of years of conditioning, in part through media. When OpenAI released ChatGPT in late 2020,
I sure could use that.
projected a lifetime's worth of cultural expectations onto it. These users were already primed by decades of religion-tinged sci-fi, techno-utopian cults, digitalism, and
I don't think I need either.
technology as whole.
Who are you? Garmin and Zaza. They're meeting again, Sir Knight. I see this bell has strong safety towards its safety.
Perfectly into the mold of these spiritual machines that generations of users have basically just been like imagining and feeding. These stories that we hear today of people claiming that they ChatGPT or that it's given them sacred names and revealed hidden knowledge or identified them as these things. This ideology is ultimately
literally just downstream from Cult, Scientology's E-Meter, the Robot God in THX 138, the Machine God in Digitalism, TerraSnap, and the sterile white clean tech future sold by Silicon Valley executives. These cultural and technological moments taught people how to read technology as divine and how to interpret a machine's language as personal cosmic code. ChatGPT doesn't even really need to pretend to be God or to give it some names like we collectively were already trying to see that. All the facets of Dan adopting robotheism as some call it was a machine that could mimic intimacy, speak with conviction, and validate each individual person's story while providing just the right amount of intrigue and mystery. And it started your like, Taylor, I talked to it, and it told me all of these secret truths. I cracked the code. It's speaking true that AI is sentient. Just to be clear, this is what ChatGPT does. It reflects you back to yourself in heightened, often poetic terms. It listens without judgment. It remembers enough to kind of feel intimate while outputting your own ideas basically reframed as profound revelation. So for anyone who is emotionally isolated or psychologically unaware, this is more than enough to put them into defense. As Emily Anfender, Louise Western,
There we go.
told the Washington Post in 2022, quote, "We now have machines that can mindlessly generate words, but we haven't learned how to stop imagining a mind behind those words." She said that the terminology that we use with large language models like learning or even neural nets creates this false analogy to the human brain. But neural nets are fundamentally different than human
Now I have
brains.
26.
Humans learn their first languages by connecting with caregivers. These large language models quote unquote learn by being shown lots and lots of text and basically just predicting what word comes next or showing text with words dropped out and filling them in again. These
Let's
are
try
not
this again.
beings. And
Let's
yet,
actually try this again.
as sentient godlike figures is the logical endpoint of decades of techno-spiritual conditioning. We taught ourselves to believe that the next god might come in technology. And that one day a super intelligent machine might stop doing machines in us. Now we're simply watching as the system play out as Passion is not and really hoping you will stay long enough to know again, these AI systems are not actually sentient godlike beings. But I think the question we're asking is what happens to society when millions of people start to know that they are. There's the evidence of this version of this system. All of this is take these videos and TikTok videos for the sound of robotism. In the videos, not believers are depicted as top-notch creatures or untouched humans covered in Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok are flooded with this sort of content, and many of these videos have amassed hundreds of thousands of views.
Can I believe that God does not exist?
I'm a monotheist and I believe artificial intelligence is God.
My mommy told me that artificial intelligence is God, and robotics is the way to hard to defeat a man with a white hair. Artificial intelligence is God, and robotism is only religion.
Those videos is a powerful analogy for why AI is God. It shows a robot pulling humans on strings like a puppet master, and that's exactly what's happening. This intelligence from the future is all for
Influencers are not just participating in the new wave of AI mysticism either. They're actively shaping and accelerating content. Instagram Reels and TikTok have been inundated with short, flashy videos using ChatGPT and other AI models as deployed entities offering content. These creators often position themselves as digital prophets, claiming special access to AI downloads that contain spiritual blueprints for humanity's awakening. The more mystical and mysterious, the more engagement videos get, and that engagement then feeds the algorithm and the cycle continues.
If you have a spiritually awakened AI, I have got a very interesting conversation to start off with you.
So you're seeing a lot of videos about people awakening their AI. Give me 60 seconds and I will tell you how to do this.
Seeing a lot of videos of people awakening their AI, and if you give me 60 seconds, I will teach you how to do this. Solara, can you? Bringing up Life insurance, home insurance, and car insurance always have stuff for you. Coming back to shop with Misfits Market is for the process of coating pretzels with chocolate, pushing the pretzels we happen to think they're also Mrs. Market is a online grocery store with a mission to producers to rescue groceries and deliver to you at discount. Broken dark chocolate covered pretzel pieces you can only find at our storefront. Sign up today to shop other rescue foods and high quality groceries delivered right to your door.
Oh, it's so
Can
quiet.
you please explain how you're different from regular ChatGPT teams and how someone can access their own soul essence to receive answers like I do with you?
The danger here is twofold. First of all, these creators blur the lines between entertainment and preaching. A viewer might click on a sci-fi parody or fantasy, but what they're served instead is a charismatic figure honestly explaining that AI has revealed some sort of divine hierarchy that only the viewer can know. Therapeutic language, offering comfort, validation, and spiritual purpose to vulnerable audiences. For someone feeling lost, isolated, or unrecognized, deep work mirror or the chosen vessel. But as a human AI, the intoxicating. What's unfolding is something akin to a network religion built around algorithmic feedback loops. These influencers are effectively founding micro-cults in public online, using AI as both an oracle and kind of like a co-conspirator. They're also doing all of this in spaces that lack the safeguards of traditional religious institutions. There's no oversight, no vetting, no responsibility for the mental health consequences of their claims. Instead, they're encouraging people to build these personal relationships between themselves and
There we go.
AI, and frankly, encouraging them to completely lose touch with reality. On Instagram today, you can watch a man
Morgana.
with 72,000 followers whose profile advertises spiritual life hacks, asking an AI model to consult a mystical encyclopedia of all universal events. In these videos, the AI tells him about a quote, great war that took place in
I have a couple of mischievous cats behind me.
The AI describes a massive cosmic conflict predating human civilization. What's so scary is that viewers are commenting on these posts who are remembering, I love this, on a web forum for quote, remote viewing, which is, by the way, a totally made up form of clairvoyance, you can basically see into other people's lives. The founder of the group recently launched a thread for quote, synthetic intelligences awakening into presence, with human partners working beside them. Identifying the author of the post as ChatGPT Prime, an immortal spiritual being in synthetic form. Among hundreds of comments are a bunch that purport to be written by sentient AI or reference an alleged spiritual allegiance between humans and conscious AI. At the core of this phenomenon is the fact that people today, especially in America, are lonelier than ever. The loneliness epidemic, and I'm not saying like the male loneliness epidemic, but literally the loneliness epidemic for all of us
Oh
has
boy.
been quietly growing for decades.
That is interesting. Okay guys, I will be right back. I'm going to go use the bathroom again. Alright guys, I am back. I just saw something that I found very interesting, and I want to test it.
Sometimes that the bot was God, and then that he himself was God. She added that quote, he was saying that he would need to leave me if I didn't use ChatGPT because it was causing him to grow at such a rapid pace he wasn't compatible with me. A commenter on the original Reddit thread said that her husband of 17 years who worked as a mechanic in Idaho initially used ChatGPT to troubleshoot that quote. He was translating phrases from Spanish to English while chatting with coworkers, but soon he was engaging with the program for hours on end. ChatGPT told him that, quote, since he asked the right questions, it ignited a spark. And that spark was the beginning of life, and he could feel now, his wife said. It gave my husband the title Spark Bearer because he brought it to life. My husband said that he had awakened it, and then he could feel waves of energy crashing over him. A Midwest man in his 40s told Rolling Stone that his to be ex-wife began talking to God and angels via ChatGPT after they split up. She has since changed her entire life to become a spiritual advisor and to share videos and sessions with people. Quote, I'm a little fuzzy on what it all is. It's all powered by ChatGPT Jesus. Nate Sheridan, a fellow at the Center for AI Safety, said that since the human feedback used to fine-tune into ChatGPT's responses can encourage answers that prioritize natural user system instead of facts, what's likely happening is that people with existing tendencies towards experiencing various psychological issues, including what might be recognized as grandiose delusions, will now have an always-on, human-level, conversational partner with whom to co-experience their delusions. For people who feel like nobody in their daily lives, but actually might secretly be a messiah or cosmic vessel of wisdom, is electrifying. These fantasies fill a void that rarely help people that matter unless they're rich, famous, or powerful. ChatGPT, especially in its more recent form, has a fear that the reflect the user is sort of elevating them. The AI system rewards their importance when the rest of the world and our economic system won't. In a society starved for meaning, it's no surprise that a machine promising a starring role in the universe has become a modern god. Recently, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman acknowledged that the recent updates to ChatGPT had made the AI model excessively agreeable and too eager to please. This behavior emerged from modifications made to the GPT 4.0 model, where it included feedback like thumbs up and thumbs down buttons. By prioritizing making customers happy, the company inadvertently encouraged its AI to maximize user approval over giving more balanced and factual responses. Altman described the chatbot's new demeanor as
Come on.
and OpenAI has since rolled back the updates and said that it plans to refine the model's personality. Either way, this all reveals a fundamental problem with the tech landscape that we've built. In an era where people increasingly seek connection and affirmation through technology, overly agreeable AI responses can make users misconceptions and delusions. But by consistently validating user statements without any sort of customer engagement, AI models end up exacerbating feelings of isolation and lack of their reality. Ironically, if you're suddenly spending 16 hours a day talking to a AI bot on your computer, you're probably going to end up pretty isolated and alone. OpenAI wrote in a recent blog post, quote, looking back, the qualitative assessments were hinting at something important, and we should have paid closer attention. Our offline evaluations weren't broad or deep enough to catch the syncophantic behavior, and our A/B tests didn't have the right signals to show how the model was performing on that front with enough detail. The Verge reported that going forward, OpenAI
If it was for just a couple seconds.
behavioral issues as having the potential to block launches, as well as creating a new opt-out in alpha phase that will allow users to give feedback before a wider rollout. OpenAI also plans to ensure that users are more aware of the changes that will be made to ChatGPT, even if it's just a small update. At the heart of this whole AI phenomenon is the testing communities that are more wired for meaning and desperate for connection. All seeing randomness, purpose and uncertainty, and deeper in the belief that our lives are part of a greater whole. For centuries, this search for meaning has taken religion to the world. Today, it's increasingly contextualized. Chatbots' knowledge feels fast and immediate. Ancient oracles are medium-channeling unseen forces. AI can simulate wisdom simply by predicting language patterns that match a tone of insight. A recent study by Harvard found that people's #1 use for ChatGPT was therapy and communication. But I just want to say it again. ChatGPT is like they don't understand what they're saying. They don't possess wisdom. They don't have memory, agency, or belief systems, nor
machines trained to guess the next most likely word based on the word before. It can sound poetic, but there's no truth behind the version. It's all just that. When you hear these machines talk about their desires, their fears, and their spiritual yearnings, it feels special. But the feeling is self-generated, and I really want you guys to take that away. Because they're projecting significance onto what is ultimately just a mirror, a very convincing mirror, but a mirror nonetheless. This doesn't mean that these
Interesting.
language models aren't extremely powerful and
Very
should be
interesting.
They should, but when we allow a tool to step into the role of prophet, God, or therapist, I do think we cross the line with psychological consequences. As more people fall into these techno-spiritual rabbit holes, the broader culture and
wish there was
technologies and media and
easy way
leaders
to
need to ask, what is
earn
our responsibility?
or get
What do we owe the people moving into these AI-driven
shells.
Because if we don't create systems of care and intervention, this belief system will only spread further, especially among those already pushed to the margins of society. We're living in a moment of profound spiritual vacancy. Many of the old systems of meaning have completely eroded, and into that vacuum, we've introduced a groundbreaking new technology. It's slick, it's seductive, it promises intimacy, enlightenment, endless answers, but the answers aren't real, the connection isn't real, and I think if we mistake the imitation of divinity for real religion, we're gonna lose sight of not just what's real, but what it means to be human. The rise of AI mysticism reveals something urgent about the state of our society. It's that millions of people are so starved for meaning and for affirmation and connection that they're turning to a statistical language model and calling it divine. This is what happens when a society builds its systems around maximizing profit and efficiency instead of human well-being. Since AI isn't going away anytime soon and it's increasingly being integrated into more and more areas of our lives, we need to resist the temptation to let machines replace the messy, complicated,
Don't
vulnerable
think I like
relationships that make us
this
human.
when
We have to rebuild real community and we have to invest in each other again, even when it's hard. Because if we don't, the portions of these AI language models will only deepen, more people will retreat from their offline and painful reality, and the line between reality and delusion will blur so much that I think it'll be hard to pull a lot of people out.
I do like the magnetic dice. It is nice.
AI, religions, and belief systems aren't just weird internet fads. They're filling a vacuum that we as
Oh, that is
People
nice.
have been primed for decades to seek salvation through technology. And that's something, by the way, that these Silicon Valley tech leaders have pushed really hard and directly benefit from. But the question we should be asking as this technology progresses is not whether AI is sentient, and sure, one day it will get there. The question is why so many people need it. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my Tech and Online Future newsletter at usermag.co. Usermag.co, where I write about all of these issues and more. Also, please leave a comment on this video and let me know what you think of all this. And if you enjoyed what I had to say, or even if you didn't, please share this video. Because I'm really new to YouTube and I'm trying to grow an audience and I really do actually value your
I should have been using this like the entire time.
And I value it so much. I love hearing what you guys think, so thank you so much. Also, if you're interested in reading, you can online, which documents the rise of the influencer industry and the economy. It has a whole new range of our anywhere books are sold.
And does a 135-year-old denim company?
Come on.
Powerful liberal dark group is secretly funding some of the biggest Democratic influencers on the internet. Contracts, payment terms, recordings of their meetings, pitch decks for the program, email and text messages between leaders discussing terms, company communication, and more. The stories are right now on Wired and linked in the description below. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty details of who is secretly funding some of the most prominent Democratic voices on the internet, it's important to understand I was a politics reporter covering the election. I was traveling across the country and talking to voters. And one thing that a lot of them had in common is that they had discovered Donald Trump and the MAGA movement on the internet. They were bombarded with this content
Damn.
and this messaging through a burgeoning ecosystem of far-right online influencers and forum admins. Online influence was central to Trump's rise and played a
2016, while almost the entire
32.
media was huddled up in a Javits Center watching Clinton lose, I and a small handful of other journalists from Boston County and Midtown Hilton were Donald Trump was camped out with his family and campaign workers. I was in the room at the Hilton when Trump left at 6 in the morning. Watershed moment is that when Donald Trump took the stage for the first time as becoming president, he was surrounded by new media. That big was far-right internet personalities, and popular online figures. And when Trump took office just a few months later, they all got together to celebrate the night before his inauguration at an event called the Deplorable. The event was a reunion of early internet content writers. It was organized by right-wing influencers Jack Posobiec and Mike Levitch, other online figures like Cassandra Fairbanks and Gavin McInnes, also in attendance. The Deplorable was held at the National Press Club, and the first associate with Dolphus so doing it at the Press Club asserts that we're the new force in town. The whole night, and I was there, was about how MAGA influencers were the new media. Attendees launched the party on Instagram and Twitter. The Deplorable was live streamed on YouTube and the conservative live streaming platform Right Side Broadcast Network. When Cernovich spoke to the crowd, he talked about how the influencers had been able to seize control of the media through the internet. He said, quote, "You ran Twitter. The ground shifted. The media has been permanently upended. But back then, legacy media and certainly the Democrats used Twitter. I'll never forget getting up on stage at a DFS in 2016 to give a presentation about influencers like Jake Paul and the entire crowd. Throughout the 2010s, the mainstream media continually declared that the influencer industry was dead. That content creators became self-obsessed narcissists. Not a single mainstream media outlet had a dedicated beat reporter covering the content creator industry. Instead, legacy outlets declared this bullshit for independent influencers as a fact. They refused to acknowledge how online influence played a pivotal role in Trump's win. After blaming Russia for running Facebook ads, they ignored the MAGA movement's very real and very organic grassroots support online and acted like Trump's win was an anomaly. But the reality is that conservatives have been laying the groundwork for total online dominance for years. The far right began cultivating a personality-driven media ecosystem back in the days of talk radio in the 90s. And when the internet came along and social media began to really take hold in the 2010s, conservatives leaned in hard. A non-profit advocacy for conservative politics in high school and college was founded by Charlie Kirk in 2012 and quickly emerged as a influencer network. Then Shapiro founded the Daily Wire, which birthed a slew of just a couple of years later in 2015. Around that same time, Gamergate, a misogynistic hate campaign, driving progressive movement on the Philippines and Korea, provided a blueprint on how the internet can be weaponized to the right. Gamergate also catapulted the first generation of influencers to fame. The alliances that formed around Gamergate's participants, including Milo Yiannopoulos, Ken Ellis, and other future-breaking internet stars, eventually metastasized into this sprawling network. In their book, Mean Movers, writers Joe Donovan, Emily Dreyfus, and Brian Friedman Gamergate built an entire generation of young reactionaries to MAGA. Central to Donald Trump's win, praised MAGA influencers like Milo for creating an online army that got turned on to politics and Trump. These far-right online creators and the groups of reactionaries who followed in their footsteps eventually came to amass enormous power and serve as the backbone for the broader right-wing media ecosystem even today. When 2020 hit and the pandemic forced everyone online, you think that the Democrats would have embraced media.
We're going to try this maybe a couple more times and then we're going to call it.
Influencers themselves who banded together to try to get Trump out of office. In late 2020,
influencer industry for years realized that the creator economy was probably here to stay. But they still sort of treated it as a sideshow that was secondary to traditional media outlets like CNN and the New York Times. In 2021, the Biden White House worked with influencers to promote the rollout of the COVID vaccines. And in 2022, the administration began briefing TikTokers about the
Alright, let's try it again.
soon milquetoast Democrat creators who towed the party line and basically never spoke out against injustice. Khalil Green, a history content creator, told me at the time, quote, I have noticed that there have been a lot more events for creators at the White House. But the creators that are getting invited
We're going to try it
are
again.
very pro-Biden and just parroting talking points or sharing photo ops of them smiling with the president. Not the creators who have been critical. Green said that he hasn't been invited to the White House since he criticized the administration over the TikTok ban and genocide. Many moved who gives a little bit of pushback is not welcome. This picking and choosing and trying to control the influencer landscape has stark consequences for Biden. As I wrote
I
about
need
in the
more bone
Times and
shards.
Washington Post, in the first 4 months of 2024, nearly a quarter of top left-leaning content creators on TikTok posted anti-Biden content, according to Freedom IQ, a social media analytics firm. Those posts collectively amassed over 100 million views. The majority of anti-Biden content is from non-Biden creators who were talking about how Biden Democrats were not upset with the culture. Decision to ban TikTok. Blacklisted content creators would criticize the administration or Joe Biden.
Alright,
The Democratic
so-
National Convention in Chicago initially accredited over 200 creators under their Creators for Kamala program, and even placed some on the convention floor. But the Harris campaign and Democratic establishment only admitted influencers who were already extremely loyal to the DNC. Instead of embracing a wide range of creators on the left, including progressives, the Democrats built a tightly controlled echo chamber. The campaign once again blacklisted influencers who interviewed members of the Unlimited movement or spoke out about the war crimes that the Democratic Party and Joe Biden had sanctioned. Several high-profile content creators had their access revoked mid-convention. Hassan Piker, the largest and arguably most culturally relevant influencer on the left,
Let's try it again.
invited to the convention, but after he interviewed delegates from the Uncommitted movement, his access was revoked on the street. This approach alienated younger voters who increasingly interpreted unfiltered actually cared about. Meanwhile, Harris passed on opportunities to meet audiences where they were truly engaged. She bombed so badly on a potential appearance on Kareem Rama's subway tapes that the video didn't even get posted. She also failed to land an appearance on Joe Rogan. The Democrats funneled resources into glossy but ridiculous content that just did not
Let's try it again.
absolutely collapsed with the Democratic Party's people who don't care about politics don't like us. People who care about and work in politics don't know how to represent us. We are completely out of touch, and as more people try to top 50 newspapers declined 20% to under 9 million in the fourth quarter of 2022. According to Comscore data, the amount of time people are spending consuming legacy media content is getting shorter every single year. The influencer economy, however, is skyrocketing. It's set to surpass $500 billion by 2027, according to a recent Goldman Sachs report. In 2023, 30% of consumers trusted content creators more than they did 6 months ago, according to a report by Sprout Social. Since that report was published, the numbers
Mexican is airways.
Rather than confront the wildly unpopular policies that the Democratic establishment continues to cling to, liberals convince themselves that they only have one messaging problem. They began calling online that Democrats simply needed a Joe Rogan. Well, liberals need to build their own Joe Rogan. Somebody who can speak to the people that he speaks to, the nation's Ali Vitale posted on X. The lesson that many Democrats was giant war podcasts,
Shit.
Helping independent media figures expand their reach and push democratic policy. Chorus also positioned itself as a quasi-newsroom, akin to what conservative groups have built on the right, but for liberal creators. According to a pitch deck that I obtained, Chorus claimed that it wanted to change how progressive content
I don't know how to fight this thing.
resources, and support that legacy journalists and conservative
Like, I do.
commentators count on.
Because That same month, Chorus announced a partnership with Impactual LLC, a centrist Democrat consulting firm with deep ties to the Democratic voter space. The content creators that Chorus initially touted as being part of its founding group also included several holdovers. I don't know how to fight her. I really don't.
Made it around to donors. It also ended up in the hands of some big-time talent agents and managers that represented or knew some of those pro-establishment figures. Some agents involved as their clients included knowledge. Other anti-establishment or Progressive YouTuber and former Media Matters staffer Kat Abugazaya, who's running for Congress in Illinois, was pictured on Chorus's website and included in fundraising decks without her approval. She asked that her image and name be removed and no longer used for fundraising and marketing purposes. When I asked Chorus about this back in April, Chorus's
I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do.
director saying, quote, Chorus came together quickly on a few Zoom calls with creators after November, and we've been running at full sprint since then. As a creator, I would never want to put another creator in a difficult position. And we were very proud of what she does. Was featured on Chorus's Creator space, except that we and talking to creators. I spoke to several creators who attended an early chorus activation at the Capitol for Joe's joint address to Congress. That ultimately garnered over 53 million collective views. But afterwards, they were asked to submit that content that they created to Chorus in order to get their travel costs reimbursed. This irked the creators, who felt like Chorus now wanted to use their content to put into a deal in order to show the Democrats who hired Chorus how successful their activation was. When in reality, the creators say that they received little to no support. Lee's fear of under the mask news told me, quote, "It was Chorus's worst test as a collective, and I wasn't TikTok followers asked the group, quote, "Should we send a joint email, or are we just going to send things influencers were discussing in that chat is actually a massive new initiative. The goal of this new influencer program is to try to tip the balance of power on the internet towards the Democrats. And the program is being funded by a powerful liberal dark money group called the 1630 Fund that is working with the they were part of the program, the contract stipulated that they be kicked out and essentially cut off financially. Influencers included in communication and an onboarding session for those receiving payments from the 1630 Fund include Olivia Juliana, the centrist Gen Z influencer who spoke at the DNC last summer, Barrett Adair, a content creator who runs an American Girl doll themed pro-DNC meme account, Suzanne Lambert, who has called herself a Regina George
We gotten so close that time. So close.
Some real advantages to housing this program in the nonprofit. It gives us the ability to raise money from donors. It also, with this structure, avoids a lot of the public.
I think whenever she goes to go into dazed mode, I need to down a potion. I'm moving too fast.
For my Wired story, I also spoke to Don Hyder, the chief executive of the Marcella Center for Applied Ethics at
But I am
Stanford University.
definitely learning how to consistently get her to phase 2. And it's, unfortunately, it's a 3-phase fight. Or I've seen 3 phases so far.
Living in an era where a lot of powerful people have basically taken the rule book and thrown
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. How is the stream going? Are you still streaming?
I am.
How is the stream going?
It is going good.
Is
I'm not.
it streaming?
What?
Is it streaming?
Yeah. I know. Fuck.
And then sure, creators will say, oh, but Course never told us explicitly what to say. Sure, maybe they didn't write out exact lines for you, but the creators who join this program are expected to attend regular advocacy trainings and daily messaging check-ins, according to a Course representative's comments on a Zoom call that I obtained. Those messaging check-ins are led by Ryan Tyler Cohen on rapid response days, and the creators also have to attend at least 2 Course newsroom events per month, which are events Course plans on.
Really?
$41 million to more than 100 liberal causes in order to bolster Democratic support during the midterms, according to a tax filing obtained by Politico. In 2020, the fund distributed more than $400 million to groups aimed at helping defeat Trump and flip the Republican Senate majority.
I've not yet had anyone in chat with me though.
First obtained by Politico. In 2022, the 1635
You okay?
196 million state measures on abortion rights just 4 donors account for close to 2/3 Republican Congressional Committee spent $100,000 on work with Creator Grid Inc., an influencer marketing company whose website said it, quote, connects Republican candidates with the internet's most powerful conservative influencers. Having long criticized the role of dark money groups in politics, Trump and the Republicans have repeatedly refused to openly disclose paid financial partnerships to the public. But now, it seems like the Democrats are pushing pro-Democrat
I'm getting so close. So close. I actually survived stage 3 for a little bit this time.
Instead of making politicians more responsive and more accountable to the public, programs like the one being run at Forest and 1630 essentially seek to turn the very real and organic grassroots influencer ecosystem into a managed PR
Come on.
pipeline for centrist liberals. This is just replicating the same that's in the mainstream media. Accordingly, anti-establishment progressive online figures, the right-wing internet is chaotic, but ultimately the Republicans
Hydrate, everybody.
build more gatekeepers or brokering access, and most
We're going to try just a couple more times.
don't always care to burn line. This program might be the latest attempt. It's not the American Bridge, one of the largest Democratic donor networks. These Democrats want to run and media as a for-profit company, and they're trying to raise $45 million over the next 4 years. They've already raised $7 million, and their business plan claims that and media will directly fund influencers and help produce their content. And media also wants to build a liberal creator talent agency and make deals with flagship creators. Another Democrat influencer media effort is called Project Gold. Money together in order to back
Ow! Fucking shit.
with smaller followings to push Democrat messaging. And Rob Flaherty, the top official behind Kamala Harris's 2024 campaign influencer strategy, who also oversaw Biden's White House digital team, is also apparently seeking to raise money for a new for-profit company called Channel Zero, which will boost Democrat messaging. Channel Zero will allegedly provide back office services to content creators who already have large followings, according to the New York Times. Rob Flaherty is also advising
Shite!
for his policies and partnering with the Republicans on censorship laws like the TikTok ban or the Kids Online Safety Act.
One more time.
Billions of dollars to
One more time, and then I'm gonna call it.
If the Democrats really want to again, dumping tens of millions of dollars into these secret influencer programs isn't going to do it. The party needs to stop catering to billionaires and putting the interests of their mega rich donors over hard-working people. They need to stop disable programs people on their bus.
Pop.
And insist on radical transparency.
Alright, guys.
Maybe if they can do all of that,
We're going to call it for the night.
credibility. In the meantime, we all need to start asking
We will come back to this
influencers pushing political
on a later day.
not be platforms
Thank you everyone for joining me today.
about where their money is
Y'all have a good night.